Okay, and we are live, hopefully. If someone is actually watching, type something. Okay, we have stream health is yellow. That's interesting. I am live, according to YouTube. Stream health is yellow. Hopefully that's not a big issue. Okay. All right, I see it on here. That is good. So, welcome to my live stream where I get to talk about all the very fun things and voting for my favorite anime and such for 2018. As I mentioned in the video I posted earlier today, I'm also doing my own sort of awards thing where I'm adding more categories to this, adding a write-in option, basically to get a better picture of what the anime community thinks than the Crunchyroll Awards. And stream health is still yellow, so hopefully nothing is going wrong. I'm going to close all these other tabs that aren't YouTube and stuff. So hopefully that will make my internet less terrible. I should probably also close this. All right, so it's working. So let's just get through the list of things on Crunchyroll. All right, so best protagonist, we have Retsuko from Agretsuko, Yumikuro for whatever that is from Kakakuri, Joe from Megalobox, Violet Evergarden from, Violet Evergarden, and Slime Daddies from Slime Daddy, and Sakuta from Bunny Girl Senpai. Alright, let's go through these, I guess. Have not seen Kakaguri. Have dropped Megalobox. Violet Evergarden, dropped that one. And these two, they're okay characters, but nothing that really impressed me. Rimuru, I didn't really like Slime, so I dropped that early. So, of those that remained, we have Sakuta and Retsuko. I like both of the characters, but I think I would go with Sakuta because his dialogue was always so amazing, and I loved that. This is a case, though, where my favorite is not on the list, and that would be Okabe from Steins Gate Zero because I just love Okabe, and I like to begin Stein in Zero, so that is who would win if if that was an option. So, wait, that's not this button. You are voting for yes, confirmed. Okay, so best antagonist. We have Ryu from Devilman, Akane from Gridman, All for One from My Hero Academia, Yuri from Megalobox, this guy from Golden Kamuy, and Momoga from Overlord. You can probably guess which one I am going to pick. Is this still someone's watching? So hopefully that's a good time. A good sign. I cannot talk. Sorry, I just want to make sure the stream is working because... Yes, okay, it says live, 2 people watching. Yay! Say hi, people. Hi, people who are watching. Alright, so yeah, we have Ryu. Have not seen Gridman yet. I want to. Megalobox. Drop that one, go to Kamuy and Overlord. I'm not watching, so that brings us down to Ryu and All for One. Ryu is definitely an interesting villain with everything that he is after, but as with a lot of Devilman, I did not find it all that remarkable. All for One, I really liked how he was made to be a villain for All Might. I guess you could say... hello, Jay. I guess for All for One, you could say that he was too simplistic. He was just made to be a foil to All Might, and he was, and he worked out really well. So, yeah, voting for All for One. Next, we have Best Boy. We have Kotaro from Zombieland Saga, Honda from Skullface Honda-san, Izuku, Sakuda, Haida, and Joe. Well, for me, Haida is okay. Not really worth voting for, though. Joe, again, I did not find Megaloboxing as a whole that interesting, so no. Honda, have not seen that. It's gotten a lot of votes, though, so it's supposedly really good, so maybe I should watch that. So that leaves us with Kotaro, Izuku, and Sakuda. As I said with the best protagonist, Sakuda is great. I like him as main character. All his funny lines are amazing, so he's good. Izuku, one of my favorite characters of all time. He just is, so yeah, I'm going to vote for that. But I also want to talk about Kotaro. He was a great comic relief character, and everything he said in Zombieland was just pure amazing, so he is awesome. But I'm a My Hero Academia fanboy, so I have to vote for Izuku. Best girl. We have Anzu from Hina Matsuri. Dropped that one. Did not really care for that. Hinata from Place Further in the Universe. She's okay, I guess, but nothing that special, I guess. Lily from Zombieland. Yeah, she was a good character. Good for like the cute character. And her backstory is interesting too. I'm not going to really get into the details of that right now, though. Did not see Golden Convoy. Did not see Laid Back Camp. And then Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai. Her story was also really interesting. And she's a bunny girl, which was cool. And I liked how they took that, what you would think would be fan service, but not go a fan servicey direction with that. So, yeah, she was really cool. So it's between Lily and Mai. I think I'll have to go with Mai because she did more for the story as a whole, while Lily was only really that stand out for a couple episodes. So going to go with that. Yeah, that's another one. I think I would have voted for someone else. If I had the option, it'd be Haruka from FLCL because she was just amazing and made FLCL in every season of its special. So yeah. Best opening, Watakoi, did not see that. Kakaguri, did not see that. Pop Team Epic. I saw an episode, but I forgot what the opening was. Agretzko, again, I forgot the opening, so no. JoJo, I'm not watching that, so Darling wins. To be honest, Darling isn't that great of an opening. It definitely is the best of those listed, at least that I've seen. But it's one, like, when I was watching, I really get the sense of you pulling into, or it pulling me into the story and everything, so yeah, it's good. My personal pick would have been Attack on Titan Season 3's opening, just because of like how amazing that is at setting the tone. And I haven't seen Attack on Titan Season 3, I've just watched the opening a bunch. So the fact that the show can have that type of power with the opening, despite me not seeing it, not understanding all the foreshadowing and stuff, that's just really good. Best ending. Well, let's see. We have watched Attack on Titan Season 3, another great ending. I kind of don't want to vote for it again, but I might if nothing else is better. After the Rain, haven't seen. It is Aimer, so that's probably a good sign. FLCL Alternative, I actually don't really remember those, but for both Alternatives and Progressive, I was just eager to watch the next episode, so that's kind of why. Same with Starlight, so yeah, of these, Attack on Titan wins. This is again where I think Banana Fish had my favorite ending, especially ending 2. Yeah, I agree with you, Jay. At first I was thinking, this isn't Attack on Titan, but then as I watched it more and more, it was like, okay, this is awesome. It's hard to compare to the rest of the Attack on Titan openings, but it definitely is up there with them. For endings, what was I saying there? Oh yes, Banana Fish ending 2 I think is my favorite of the year. That might not be completely fair because a lot of times they just play that with the end of the episode, not as its own ending visuals. But that was just such a great effect, and the fact that they like gave you more of the actual story, I admire them for that. So that would be my pick if I could write them in. Best voice acting performance for Japanese. I don't think I watched any of these. Oh, let's see. Gridman, haven't seen. Retsuko was English. Laid Back Camp, didn't see. Devilman Crybaby, watched in English. Honda-san, have not seen. So Mamoru Miyano is again my vote. And again, my pick overall might have either been this or his role as Okabe in Attack on Titan Season 3. Not Attack on Titan, Steins Gate Zero. Sorry, I had Attack on Titan on my mind. So, yeah, his role as Okabe was amazing there. But since this is what I can vote for, I vote for this. English. We have Kari Walgreen as Haruka, she was amazing. She gives Haruka so much personality and everything there. Christopher Sabat as All Might, again, amazing. Erica Mendez as Retsuko, pretty good, but I don't think anything special enough to be award-winning. I did not see this one. Tia Ballard as Zero 2. I watched this in the sub, so I can't really vote here. And Erica as Violet. What I watched of Violet, I watched in the dub, and it was good, but not award-winning. So that means my vote is either for Kari or Christopher. And I think as much as I love Christopher Sabat's All Might, I think Kari really just defines who Haruko is, and it's something that has like gotten into my mind and like the minds of everyone who watches FLCO. So I'm gonna go with that. Which, yeah. Best Director. We have Masaki Yuasa, Devilman, A Place Further in the Universe, Megalobox, Violet Evergarden, and Banana Fish, and Planet With. Like the ones with best visuals are kind of hard for me to pick, because to me, like, the impact of the visuals is what matters more so than how they look. Like, Devilman had a really unique art style, and I like that, but I don't feel that the art style gave it much more of an impact than it would if it was conventional. Like, it was very bizarre at first, but then I got used to it and was like, okay, this is what this show looks like. A Place Further in the Universe had a lot of moments where it could really, like, shine with the, like, bringing out the emotions of the characters. So I might vote for this. Megalobox, again, cool style, but it did nothing to make me interested. Planet With, I've only seen half of, so I don't really feel like I can vote for it. It was good, though. I did like it quite a bit. Violet dropped that. Banana Fish, a good show, but I don't think the directing added anything more to it. So yeah, I'm going to go with A Place Further in the Universe here. Best Animation. Yeah, this is basically the same as before. Like, yeah, again, Devilman, cool animation, yes, but did it add to the storytelling? Not really for me. Place Further in the Universe, that maybe. But I think my vote has to go with My Hero Academia Season 3, because it had some moments where it really pulled out all the stops with animation-wise, and that is part of the reason the big scenes had such a big impact. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Plus, it had a lot of action, which I enjoyed, so, yeah. I know it's a big surprise when you voted for My Hero Academia, Best Film. The only one of these I've seen is 90 Short Walk On Girl, so I kind of have to vote for that. I want to see Two Heroes, though, and Liz, and probably Fireworks, too. Whatever, voting here. The other film I did see that I would vote for is Fate Heaven's Feel. Best introduction to a Fate anime I've seen so far, so yeah, that was awesome. I look forward to the other two movies. Character design, like, Zombieland Saga is definitely up there. Agretzko, I like them, but they were just like the characters they had before, so nothing that special. JoJo, haven't seen. Megalobox, they were stylistic, I guess, but again, the show itself I didn't care much for. Devilman, maybe? I think I'll go Zombieland, just because they're all such standout, and I think they really help to show the personality of the characters, and plus they were zombies, so that was cool, so I'm going to vote there. Anime of the Year. Yeah, I don't really like any of these enough to be Anime of the Year, but let's go through them one at a time. Good show, nothing great, but I did enjoy it. Devilman found to be pretty average. Megalobox, dropped that. Violet, dropped that. Hinamatsuri, dropped that. In Zombieland, another good one. I feel it peaked in the first 2 episodes, but I liked it all the way through. But it ended incomplete, and with no announcement of Season 2 yet, though we'll probably get one based off the popularity. But yeah, Place Further in the Universe is my vote, though again, not any of them are that great. And Best Fight Scene. This one is obvious. You know me. But to give these a fair chance and why I'm not voting for them. Hinamatsuri, this was a fun fight. I did get to that part of the show, but it was like more of a joke than an actual fight, so I can't really vote for that. Boruto, I'm not watching. Dragon Ball Super, I'm not watching. I saw a little bit of this fight on YouTube, but it just really wasn't that special. But again, watching a fight out of context, well, that explains why I didn't like it much. The Black Clover fight, again, I'm not watching Black Clover. I'm kind of curious if I should catch up on it. But maybe someday. Seishin vs. Devilman. This was a decent fight, I guess. But at that point in the show, it basically lost all the emotional impact it could have had. So while it was cool, I can't really see myself voting for it. So, yeah, obvious vote is obvious. And best continuing series. I've not watched any of these. I've heard like Ancient Magnus Bride is good, and March comes in like a lion. So yeah, so I can't really vote. My pick for anime of the year, it would be FLCL seasons 2 and 3. I'm trying to watch all the anime from the past year to figure out what I like to do my like big end of the year list, which should be out before too long, hopefully. But yeah, FLCL seasons 2 and 3 are my pick for number 1. Number 2 is My Hero Academia, which obvious if you know me. Then actually, let me bring up my giant list. So if you want my list of how I rank all the shows from the year, here it is. FLCL 1, My Hero Academia 2. The reason My Hero Academia is not 1 is because I don't let my number 1 pick be something incomplete, even if we'll get more. Then Happy Sugar Life, another great suspense that was not mentioned here, sadly. Probably because it's not available legally, so that might be why they didn't recommend it. Then Bunny Girl, yeah, that one's good. Steins Gate Zero. Took a while to get going, but once it did, it was awesome. And there's the rest of my list of shows I completed for the year. Yeah. But as I mentioned before, I was not really happy with... yeah, the new FLCLs are really good. There are some people who don't like it as much because it's like... I think they were like building FLC up as like a classic masterpiece. And so they weren't really expecting or ready for what the new one was, but I think it's just about as good as the old one, so yeah, definitely check it out if you like the original. And as I mentioned, I was doing my own sort of awards thing because I wasn't really happy with the Crunchyroll Awards. So I'm going to go through the categories that I added for mine. If you have not voted for this, please do so. There's a link in the description. So yeah, let's get through this. Best of the new categories I added is Best Trash Show. And to be honest, I have not seen any of these except for an episode of Conception. And that was very trash, so it wins. Best Comedy, I meant to not vote ahead of time, but I did when I was trying to figure these out. We have Grand Blue, one of the funniest pure comedies of the year. Sake, I love season 1 of this, but season 2 is not dubbed, and I really don't care for the Japanese version of it, so hopefully it'll be dubbed soon. Pop Team Epic did not care for. Hina Matsuri did not care for. Comic Girls, a good show. Very good, like slice of life comedy. Just not quite enough to beat Grand Blue when it comes to how funny it is. High School Girl, heard good things about, but have not seen it. Cells at Work, pretty good, but not something that kept me wanting to watch more. And Bang Dream Pico is hilarious. It's a series of shorts for Bang Dream. Far more death than I expected from a show like this. You know, I'm going to vote for this because Grand Blue kind of fell short a few times, or Bang Dream Pico was just purely hilarious. So it wins instead. Best Suspense Thriller, Attack on Titan, I need to see. Banana Fish, solid show most of the time. Kokoku, similar, solid most of the time. Happy Sugar Life was a great, twisted, psychological horror show. I love the mix of like the lighthearted moments and the dark and horrific moments. So that one was awesome. Maho Shoujo Sight probably had some of the most thrilling episodes in the entire year. Wonderful show. Incomplete though, sadly, that I want to read the manga. And Steins Gate Zero, again, had some incredible episodes, but it took too long to get to them, so that's why I'm going with Happy Sugar Life here. Best Shonen. It should be obvious. Yeah, not much to comment on these others because mostly I haven't seen. SAO, surprisingly good this year. Not at the level of My Hero Academia. And none of the others I've kept up with. Best Action Series, we have Goblin Slayer, Golden Kamuy, Overlord, Planet With, FLCL, and Devilman. As I mentioned before, FLCL is my anime of the year, so it's kind of obvious I would go with that. Goblin Slayer I found largely uninteresting. Overlord have not kept up with, and I did not really care for season 1. Planet With is good. I've only seen half of it so far, so I need to watch some more. And Devilman, I've already talked about. Best Slice of Life Drama, I think Place Further in the Universe is my winner here. Or no, wait, Bunny Girl. Yeah, Bunny Girl, that's a choice. But yeah, what haven't I talked about? Layback Camp, not really interested in that one. Same with Watakoi. I tried this a little bit, but didn't like it, so I just never watched more. Free was pretty good, though I don't think it was as good as the other seasons. Revue Starlight was, again, a interesting take on the whole, like, slice of life drama thing. Though, yeah, I forget what my logic was for that one. But yeah, pretty good show, but not as good as Bunny Girl, and I have not seen Bloom Into You. Best Returning Classic, I think this is the last category. FLCO, obviously. Anything else? Yeah, nothing else really worth talking about. And for the last question, is Syphil Gear awesome? Yes, and very yes. And K2 is now the third highest mountain on Earth. Season 3 is awesome of this, by the way. So yeah, that's my votes. So thank you for joining me for this live stream, or for joining me by watching this after the live stream is over. Yeah, go vote in my awards thing and the Crunchyroll Awards thing, and I will see you all next time with whatever video I have planned. Thank you, everyone.